Welcome back to my KEEPUP channel. TVM legend and Diamond reveals she has been diagnosed with breast cancer and undergone a double mastectomy as she describes a hell of a journey. TV legend and Diamond has emotionally revealed she has been diagnosed with breast cancer and undergone a double mastectomy. The 68-year-old fought back the tears as she confirmed she was battling the disease in an interview with GB News last night. Speaking to Dan Wooten on the channel, she recalled how she was given the news by doctors on the same day she was awarded an OBE and said it had been a hell of a journey. And, who currently works for GB News, has been off air for almost 6 months and is still undergoing tough treatment for the illness, including radiotherapy. Despite this, she is set to return to work this weekend to host Breakfast with Stephen Dixon on the channel on Saturday. Speaking on Dan Wooten tonight, and said it had been a fight against the disease. After 5 months I'm still not at the end of the journey, but I'm through it enough to come back to work. The morning TV legend, who rose to fame presenting TVM from 1983 to 1990 and has also been a regular panelist on The Right Stuff and Jeremy Vine, was given the devastating diagnosis the same day she was told she was getting an OBE. And said, "It was a wonderful moment being notified about the OBE, and that was like 9:30 in the morning. But I knew then, because I'd already seen my GP, that I had to go to a breast cancer screening thing later in the morning. I thought I would just go for a mammogram and a couple of tests and I'd be free in an hour. I spent the entire morning at my local hospital where they did everything, biopsies, x-rays, CT scans, a couple of mammograms, everything, and by lunchtime I was still there. And a lovely lady came with a lanyard around her neck that said Macmillan Cancer Care, and I knew then it was serious." The mother of 5 revealed she was still undertaking her tough treatment after taking months of work to focus on fighting cancer. She added, "I don't have any advice for people because I'm still going through it. But I'm well enough to return to work. I had the full works, the full mastectomy. God, this is the first time I've talked about it, so it's quite difficult, but I've had the full works. The first operation I had was 9 hours long. I don't remember it. I was in and out like that, but 9 hours of removal and rebuild, that took a lot of getting over, and then I had an operation later where they took out lymph nodes as well, just to make sure they can trace the travel, if the cancer has traveled at all to the rest of the body. Luckily, I don't think it did. I've had a load of radiotherapy, which I found very hard too. So, it's been a journey, but I'm not pretending for a minute that I am extraordinary, because I am fully aware that 1/4 of women in this country are going through what I've just gone through, and I don't have any advice to give. I only have empathy." And was appointed an OBE in the 2023 New Year honors for her services to public health and charity, namely her campaigning for awareness of sudden infant death syndrome, SIDS. She became an advocate for awareness after her son Sebastian died of cot death in 1991 and fronted the Back to Sleep campaign, which urged parents to ensure their babies slept on their backs instead of their fronts. This has been credited with significantly reducing the number of SIDS cases in Britain from 2,000 to just 300 a year. Speaking after being awarded the honor, she said, "This OBE is literally a crowning achievement to everyone who helped me and upon whose groundbreaking research my campaign was based. This is also testament that the media can be a force for good." By the government's own report, 80% of parents who got the life-saving advice got it from the TV ads. But mostly this is for Sebastian, whom we still miss, and all of those tragically lost lives. The TV presenter began her career with BBC West in Bristol, before pairing up with Nick Owen to host Central News in 1982 when ATV became Central Television. A year later she joined TVM to replace Anna Ford and Angela Rapon, with Owen recommending her to the show's director Greg Dyke. After 8 years on the program, where she hosted Good Morning Britain, she left to work at TV Weekly before rejoining Owen to host the BBC show Good Morning with and Nick in 1992. Since the millennium and has been a regular guest on shows including The Right Stuff and Jeremy Vine, where she also appeared as a stand-in presenter, as well as Loose Women. The TV personality joined GB News in 2022 to host the channel's weekend breakfast show with Stephen Dixon and will return to the role from this Saturday. Source: dailymail.co.uk. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.